Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. We're doing something different today. I've got I'm recording on my computer. I've never done that before. All of my videos have always been on my phone. And yeah, what we're doing though is a tier ranking. Every movie that I keep looking over here, but I need to be looking here. Every movie that we watched in my wife and I that we watched in October for our countdown, our advent calendar to Halloween. I'm gonna rank those like in a tier ranker sort of thing. Never done this. This is the first time. I did a couple test rounds with video and recording and such here. Hopefully this works. Let's see. I think I want to make myself a little bit smaller here. Okay, still with you. Hopefully you can hear me. And what we have down here, can you even see my cursor? I hope you can see my cursor. If you can, we have all of these movies down here and they're listed in the order in which we watched them. So I think that might be the order that we're going to go in. Also, I have a ranking system here, just like grades that you would get in elementary school and high school and such. We have A, B, C, D, and F. F is failing, A is the best, but I also have a category called nostalgia because there are some movies that I just can't have an objective opinion on them because they are so strongly connected to me that I'm just going to place them there. So that's what that is. But yeah, let's start with long legs. I feel like when we're going with long legs, we are starting strong. So this was Osgood Perkins, and this was I guess, my introduction to him as a director. I know him from Legally Blonde. But yeah, this is strong. Oh my goodness, where am I at? I'm not here anymore. Oh, I remember I forgot to put um, myself on to float above. So let me see if I can do that. Um, I don't even know if I can. Oh, wait, I know what I need. Right there. And then view, float on top. There we go. Look at that. I'm a pro. I'm a pro. I've done this before. All right, but we're going to give long legs that A. So we may shift some of these as we go, but I thought that was great. I love the Nicolas Cage aspect and how almost campy his portion was. It was really interesting. I don't even know. Was it campy? I feel like it kind of was. I don't know, but I did dig it. I was talking to my barber about it. He watched it and he was kind of tearing it down in a way, like breaking it apart. And I kept being like, man, don't tell me this, don't tell me this. I enjoyed this movie, and he's like, yeah, but what about this? What about this? What about this? So Drag Me to Hell. I'm going to this one. If you remember me talking about it, I felt like it was all over the place. I feel like every time I watch this movie, I enjoy it less. I'm going to start by giving that a D rating. Things may change. Who knows? Do I need to make my picture smaller? Can I make this picture smaller? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's about as small as it goes. All right, maybe we'll move myself over here for now. All right, so now we're at Apartment 7A. So this was that prequel to Rosemary's Baby, which I thought was pretty good, actually. Um, I liked how it connected, but I don't know if it's one that I'm like ever itching to watch again. It's kind of like a good one-time watch and you enjoy it, but I don't see any rewatchability, and I don't necessarily feel like people need to go out and see it. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, you got to see it," that sort of thing. So, I think I might place that at a C right now just because I enjoyed it, but I'm not sure I'm going to recommend it and I don't think it was the best. So that almost sounds like B territory, but I'm going to go ahead and give it that C territory. Next, we have Alone. That was really good. Pretty frightening. In the woods, excuse me, alone. I'm trying to remember the bad guy in it was from. It was like an abduction sort of story. If you ever seen like Room, um, but yeah, I don't know that. What I remember that one being pretty good. And I might. I don't know. I'm gonna give that one a B right now, but I could also see it in the C range. C's used to be good grades. Remember that. I think they're looked at as bad grades now, but it used to be good. It meant you did everything right. and a B is going above, and an A is going beyond, right? So yeah, let's say I'm gonna give it a B for right now. Next, we have The Black Coat's Daughter, another Osgood Perkins. So I'm also gonna give this one an A. I thought that one was good, but I could put that one down in the B section, maybe. So it's like a B plus sort of thing. Well, actually, let's let's start it. Let's start it in the A. See what happens. But I might just be high on Osgood right now. This one here. Um, what you wish for. So this one was interesting, but it was like so low budget and obviously so, and it made things. It was talking about like things that exist on a grand scale, but they couldn't like make the cinema look like it was an actual grand scale. Um, like John Wick. Like when you think of John Wick, it's like this very controlled. Uh, Group of people, but it seems global, right? And that's sort of what this was like, except for it didn't have that global feel, even though that's how they were sort of talking about it. I'm going to give that one a C, but I really did like it. It was very entertaining. Very entertaining. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a B. I almost feel like this should be a B too. Well, we can move these around. So Don't Look Now. I felt like once I got towards the end, it got really good. Also, it has that classic scene in it. Hello, if you know what I'm talking about. Um, but I really did enjoy that one. I thought it was good. It was, somewhat slow paced, measured pacing, but I remember the way it wrapped up in the end. I was pretty impressed with it, and I just love the old feel of it, the old feel of it. So let's give that an A right now. I could also see it being a B, but I'm going to give it an A. Pumpkinhead. Man, I don't know. I did not. Okay, I didn't like the movie that much. Unfortunately, I was very excited to watch it. It was a first time watch, but it turned into. I mean, well, I loved the lore that it built. That's what I loved about it, but I didn't really love the film itself, and I think a lot of that was just the restrictions. Like he wasn't moving around much. He was kind of like stationary in a lot of ways. So I don't know. I might give that a D. Haunting in Venice. That was nice. That was good. Um, but I don't think I'm ever going to return to it. And it didn't. I think it did at the time compel me to go see the other two, but I haven't really felt that beyond seeing it that day. But I, I did enjoy it to a degree, but I also don't care about it today. So I'm gonna I'm gonna give that a C. Strangers. Now this one I think I had a controversial view on because it seemed like everybody that I talked to really loved it in the comments, and this was like the second time I had seen it, if I remember right. And I don't know, I just didn't connect with it too much. Um, Maybe I just wasn't in the right mood for it. Like I don't know, and sometimes home invasion movies aren't. I don't know. I think I need more of the. I don't know, just like the ghost supernatural stuff. I think maybe I find a little bit more effective. I think it's good filmmaking in a lot of ways, uh, but I don't know. I'm just gonna give that the C. Sorry, everybody. Next we have Maxine, and I really thought this was good. But what I think is really cool about it is my wife hates the first two movies, but then really liked this one. I'm gonna go ahead and give Maxine an uh, B. I'm gonna give it a B right now. Hold Your Breath. That was nice. That was good. About some like grief and how that starts to affect you and things like that. And it's kind of all during the Dust Bowl taking place. I'm gonna give that a C for right now. I think it had a lot of things in it that I was kind of rolling my eyes at. Also, Shocker was very cool. I loved like the um just the era, the vibes, the mood, the technology of the time. I don't know. I just really liked all of it, and it was a cool setup for what sounded like it was going to become a franchise, and you could really tell that it was like a new horror villain. He was like a super villain. I don't know. I thought it was really cool. I recognize that it's not like the most well made, but for me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and give it that A. I would watch that again. Orphan, First Kill. I think I liked the first one a lot better, and it kind of depressed me too. It was like sad and stuff, but this one kind of went off the rails. It was wild. I didn't expect it to do a lot of the things that it set out to do, and it felt like a strong departure from the first film in a lot of ways. And I don't always like when that happens, like from Conan the Barbarian to Conan the Destroyer, Gremlins 2. Sometimes I do, but not always. I don't always like a huge departure. I'm going to give that one like a. I did like it, but I don't know. I'm feeling. I don't know, that weird twist. I don't know how I feel about it, so I'm going to give it the C. If I like it, it goes in the B. If I don't like it, it's in the C, and I can't figure out, so I'm gonna bet down right now. Is that the right word? I don't know betting terms. Muppet Haunted Mansion. I This was very faithful to the ride, very faithful to the ride, but I'm going to just give it a C because of choices Disney has made. They changed the voice of Kermit, and I don't like that voice. It's not right. It doesn't feel correct. I mean, I know there were some creative differences with the previous voice of Kermit and the Jim Henson Company and the Walt Disney Company. But in doing that, that means because he also created, I think he created Rizzo. If he didn't create Rizzo, I know he definitely did the voice, but that means we don't get much Rizzo, and I don't care for Pepe very much. I would have much preferred this to be Gonzo and Rizzo rather than Gonzo and Pepe. So I'm going to give that a C, even though it's very faithful to um, the ride and does a lot of good things, with the Muppets. Next, we have Duel. This was really cool. I'm going to go ahead and give that a B, but a B plus. If I'm given that, it's a B plus because I mean, I don't even know why it's not an A. I feel like it should be an A. I don't know why I'm not putting it up an A. Maybe I'll just give it an A right now. And I just loved seeing all of the young Spielberg stuff. Like you could tell this person who's making this will become the Steven Spielberg that I know today. So that was really cool. Um, oh, okay. So, excuse me. Here is the first Omen. This might be my favorite of the whole countdown to Halloween for movies that I'd never seen for first time watches. I really liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was very well acted. I thought it was spooky. Not the most scary of everything I saw, but it did like give, for a studio film. That's the other thing I need to say. All of this is for a studio film. This is like what, Warner Brothers or something. And it just felt like very good studio film. Like a lot of times you don't see these sorts of things happening this good unless it's in a more independent studio. So I'm giving it a lot of props. I already liked it a lot, but knowing it came from studio, even better. Here, Pet Cemetery, Bloodlines. I'm going to give that a C. I'm going to give it a C plus actually, because I think a lot of people don't like it, but it didn't bother me that much. But maybe it was overhated, and then it made me more forgiving towards it. But I don't think so. I thought it all kind of worked out and made sense, and I don't know. I kind of dug it. I might leave it at C for right now, though. Next, we have Cuckoo. This had pretty cool concepts in it. Not very like frightening. Oh, but it had that one guy. It has an actor in it that I don't care for as a leading man, but when he's a supporting character, I've found that I do like him. Can't remember his name right now, but he's like the bad guy in this. So because of that, I'm gonna bump this up because every time I see him in something where he's a supporting character, I think I like it. Next, we have Peeping Tom. This is Criterion. I'm going to give that an A, like first slasher movie. You see so many films that it has influenced in it, which is cool. And I just think it's beautiful to look at. The colors are fantastic in it. The mood, the tone, the camera work, the lighting, very good. I'm going to put that at an A. Next, we have The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Okay, this one was cool too. Same reason for like Shocker. It had, so this is my buddy Cody, aka Dude Who Loves Movies. Go check out his channel. This was his favorite movie, and I was like, you know what? I gotta see it. I've never seen it before. And then we basically collaborated on a video for when I reviewed this, and it was so much fun collaborating with him. I think it was the first time we had ever done that on my side of the channel where we you know work together, make videos together. I know I made videos for him, little things, so that was really cool, really special that we were able to get that done. Thank you, Cody, for your help on that. But you know, I was a little worried because like, what if I don't like my friend's movie? Um, but I did, and my wife and I, we both watched it. And we really liked again the those vibes, those early '90s vibes that were going on, the techniques that were happening. It all just it felt of an era that we grew up in, and we thought it was good. And we like these kinds of thrillers and stuff. There's some very uncomfortable parts in the beginning to watch, but um, you know, if that wasn't in there, I think we could. It'd be a easier rewatchability film. Um, I don't know. I want to give it like a. I don't know if A is too high. Is there like bias due to friendship? Is that why I'm putting this at A? Because I also feel like it's a B plus sort of thing. I don't know. It's a good movie. It's just for me. I don't necessarily know if I could always watch it again, all of it anyway. Maybe just fast forward through that little part. Yeah. Oh, dang. Okay. Ganjam Haunted Asylum. Now, this was the scariest movie that we watched the entire season. This is a Korean film, and it holds on to some things, tension building up longer than you would expect. I hope that's not a spoiler. I hope you can watch the movie without knowing that and still really enjoy it because it is so good. It is so good. One of the best we watched. Insidious Red Door. So yeah, I'm giving that one an A. Insidious Red Door. I don't remember much from it at all. Like it kind of felt one eye and out the other. um, I did like that. Actually, I don't know. There's some good stuff in it, but and I like how strongly it connected with everything, all the other films. That was cool. I don't know. I'm gonna give it like D minus territory. All right, here, Sixth Sense. This is when we get into nostalgia because Sixth Sense is like an unbeatable film, right? Here, I'm gonna see if I can make myself bigger here. It's nearly an unbeatable film because of how strong the nostalgia factor is, but I also think it would totally be an A anyway. Totally be an A, even if I didn't have that strong nostalgic attachment to it. So we're going to move this right here to nostalgia, but just know definitely an A, A plus, one of the best of all of these. Maybe it's the best out of all of them, even without the nostalgia. All right, what do we got here? Oh, this is called Hell House LLC. This was good, but some of the limitations, unfortunately, um, took away some believability. But for, I'm sure, done on a shoestring budget, still amazing, very good, and spooky. I'm going to give that one a B. Next, we have Death Becomes Her. This one, I remember seeing parts of it when I was a kid on movie channels. This was the first time I gave it a full time watch. I did not like it, and one of my pet peeves in it was that it was showcasing the new filmmaking advancements in technology in a very gimmicky way. Like, look what we can do now. Look at this. Look at how we can turn Meryl's head around. Look at this hole inside Goldie Hawn. I'm going to position the camera in a way so you're looking through it directly. I don't know. It was all just kind of a little show offy. So I'm going to give that one an F. Next we have. Oh, Before I Wake. This one was all over the place in tone. I feel like I don't know, and it's depressing. It's like an 80s movie for kids, but some things go too far to where it can't be an 80s movie for kids. And some things are like incredibly terrifying, more so than what an 80s kids movie would have. Some of it's extremely sentimental. It is all over the place. This movie is all over the place. I'm going to give it a No, I found it pretty effective. I'm going to give it a C. A C because I don't know. Honestly, I can imagine giving it a B. I can imagine giving it a C and a D. So I'm going to put it in the C category. Silent Hill, watched this ages ago. All I really remembered was the Pyramid Head Man. And then uh, the second watch, I was so bored. I couldn't get into it. I'm going to give it an F. Sorry. I remember lots of people loving it when it came out. But now we're here with that Nostalgia City, and this is one of the best ones anyway. Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. I'm hitting that up with the nostalgia, but just know it would be an A anyway. Very good. Oh, dang. Here, Night Swim. This was so weird because it was bad and it had great actors in it. I mean, I don't really know about Wyatt Russell if he's a great actor or not. Um, I love his parents, although, Goldie, she's got that F, but um, Carrie Condon is in it, and Carrie Condon is amazing. She's wonderful, but here, I just, I don't know, she, I guess you could say, like, elevates the material, but I also was just like, even your presence doesn't quite help everything that's not good about this movie. Um, yeah. So Night Swim, Wyatt, you're gonna go up here with your mother. And then we have Practical Magic, which we watched on Halloween Day. Wonderful film. Sandra Bullock is amazing. Nicole Kidman is great as well. It's just a great little story about some sister witches, their aunts, and a little bit about love in a way too. And wonderful film. So we're gonna go ahead and put that there. These three I will not rank, but now I want to rank these in an order. So like A, which is the best of these? I think it. I'm gonna go most. I'm gonna go. I don't know. Haunted Asylum. So let's think about this in Halloween form. Haunted Asylum number one. It was the most scary. This one was probably my favorite film that we watched. That was not nostalgic. Then I'm gonna go Longlegs. Then maybe Trenchcoat's Daughter. Not Trenchcoat. Blackcoat's Daughter. Then Shocker. Um, Duel's very straightforward, but just because of the Spielbergness, maybe I'm going to put this here. This is more complex, so I'm going to leave. Oh, shoot. Maybe I want Peeping Tom here. Um, this had all those vibes. I think this might be what I do. Actually, I'd rather watch that first. I'd rather watch that first. Um, Gosh, I don't know. I might put Duel first. This is tough. I don't know. This is a general ranking of how A is. This one's very complex, I feel like. Deep um, stuff going on, interesting things going on. I don't know. And again, this is all subjective, sort of, because I feel like in a lot of ways I can recognize that this is the best. Um, and, this one maybe is not the best, but I had so much fun with it. I don't know, I kind of want to put Black Coat. Maybe I don't know. I might drop Black Coat down here. I don't know. I was feeling really up on it, but I think I might do that. That's what I'm going to do right here. And then Alone. Um, let's put Hell House first, then Maxine, then What You Wish For. Again, it had issues with it, but it was all like production sort of stuff. But I thought it was extremely entertaining, and Nick Stahl, who I typically don't like in his younger films, he's very good in this. Then I think I might go maybe like this: Alone, Cuckoo, and then Apartment 7A. Okay, here in the C category, I probably should have started at the bottom. Oh well. The C category, let's do. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go Pet Cemetery, and then Haunted Mansion, then maybe this one. I don't know. I feel so weird about that one, but I don't know. Because it has me thinking, I'm gonna put it there. Haunting in Venice could take or leave. This I could take or leave. So I think I'm gonna do this. This is my ranking here for the C's. Then in this one, I'm gonna go. Sorry, Pumpkinhead. Although I would rather rewatch Pumpkinhead than Insidious. So let's say Drag Me to Hell, then Pumpkinhead, then Insidious. And then at the bottom here, um, I don't know. Gosh, all these I don't care about. What was the worst? This one maybe angered me the most. Even though I would probably say this one's not the worst because it is funny. There's some funny stuff in it, but but I feel like it does feel like actors trying to be funny. It doesn't feel like funny people. It's like actors reading funny, trying to be funny. Like they're trying to be funny. So I'm gonna put that one there. That one angered me the most. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna go Silent Hill probably, then Night Swim, then that, and then up here nostalgia. I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. Sixth Sense is probably number one, but I don't know what to do with these because I love the art direction here, but I have a stronger connection, I feel like, to Practical Magic. So I think that's where I'm at here. Oh, did I miss a movie? Oh, no, that's right. Okay. So that is, I think, the ranking right there. Man, awesome. So I just want to say thank you to Hexier, because he gave me this idea to do this. I'd never done one of these before, and he was like, "Hey, what if you did a tier ranking?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm going to see if I can make it happen." Spent all day doing it. It's like trying to get it to work. It's 2:20 right now. Actually, I watched a movie earlier today, but um, yeah. So this was cool. Now I can do more of these, and now I got to figure out how to edit this on my something fell up there on my computer. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. What do you think of these movies? Curious, how would you rank them? How would you rank all 31 of these movies? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.